A local family desperately wants to adopt their own relative, and they say the state is preventing them from keeping the little girl in their family.
Instead, the family's lawyer says one of the employees at the adoption agency they used is trying to adopt the child instead. And the 7 investigators discovered the child at that employee's home.
7 investigator Heather Catallo shows us how this family's heartbreak is revealing what some call a serious lack of oversight in the system.
To protect this little girl's privacy, we're not using her real name. Instead, we're calling her Elizabeth. The Mihailoff family says they feel like the system has failed them. And now they say their only option is to share their story about how they're losing Elizabeth to strangers.
She's my heart. She's very loved.
Ruth Mihailoff has been fighting for her granddaughter Elizabeth since 2018. That's when the 1-year-old became a ward of the court after Elizabeth's mom had her parental rights terminated because of a drug addiction.
Nobody will love or care for that little girl as much as her family will, period.
Under the law in Michigan, family members have priority to adopt their relatives. So why is the state saying the Mihailoff family can't do that? And why did we find Elizabeth at the home of one of the adoption agency's employees? When Ruth started the adoption process, a state-contracted foster care and adoption agency in Livonia called Forever Families was in charge of evaluating Ruth and her family. Both Ruth and her other daughter, Taylor, took care of the little girl. They say Elizabeth thrived with her cousins and half-sister. But Forever Families later told Ruth she could not adopt. They said she had been placed on the state's central registry for child abuse and neglect for something Ruth's ex-husband had allegedly done 13 years ago. Even though Ruth has paperwork stating she's not on the central registry, the decision had been made.
What did you think when they said you couldn't adopt her?
I was floored. I felt like I wasn't good enough.
So Taylor applied to adopt her niece instead.
Do you feel like you had the same amount of time and ability to be ready for that process that your mom did?
No. I had 2 months, I believe, to turn in all the paperwork while I'm working full-time, while I'm being a mom.
Taylor's lawyer says Forever Families' reports about Taylor are filled with inaccuracies that the workers used against her, including falsely claiming Taylor didn't have a car and that her son is special needs. Then, in June 2019, Ruth and Taylor got into an argument about Ruth's divorce, and Taylor sent her mom some threatening text messages. Both mom and daughter say they quickly reconciled, but they say the state used those text messages to deny Taylor's petition to adopt.
Does that make you a bad mom?
No. Things happen in life, and you can't determine someone's entire life off of some text messages that somebody made.
If this wasn't in front of a child and they weren't screaming and making a scene, and this is how they were texting each other, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Macy Gaines is Taylor's lawyer. She says emails she uncovered during their legal challenge revealed Forever Families was working behind the scenes to deny Taylor's adoption bid with the woman who had the final say over Elizabeth's fate, the Michigan Children's Institute, or MCI, superintendent. MCI is part of Michigan's Department of Health and Human Services, which contracts with agencies like Forever Families.
They're all part of the same agency. That recommendation is almost binding on courts. It's an incredibly high standard for someone to go into court to challenge the recommendation made by the Michigan Children's Institute.
Vivek Sankaran is the director of the Child Advocacy Law Clinic at the University of Michigan. He says the MCI system needs to change.
So to give this one agency this much authority to make decisions over a child should concern us all.
Gaines says the MCI superintendent told Forever Families to remove Elizabeth from Taylor's home just before Thanksgiving in 2019.
Prior to the removal of Elizabeth, we went to the Foster Care Review Board, and they issued an opinion saying that she needs to stay with her family. Her family is bonded, and MCI overrode that immediately.
They didn't just take her from me, they took her from her cousins, my kids, and everybody. So it's not something you get used to.
2 years later, Taylor and Ruth are still trying to fight the MCI's decision in court. But Attorney General Dana Nessel is fighting back, defending the MCI decision to deny the family the chance to adopt their own relative, arguing in court records that Taylor was immature and overwhelmed. As part of their legal challenge, Gaines says she learned someone else had petitioned to adopt Elizabeth.
I was appalled.
Gaines says the person trying to adopt Elizabeth is one of the Forever Family's employees.
Isn't it just a huge conflict of interest?
Huge. Her name is on this file. She's been to these people's home, and as social workers, they are able to do as much as they can to make sure that this placement is possible, and that was not done.
Gaines says records show that employee was at Taylor's home for an evaluation, and the Forever Families worker signed off on other reports that impacted the adoption decision. For the last 2 years, the Mihailoffs haven't known where Elizabeth was living, but the 7 investigators found the child recently, and she appears to be staying with the Forever Families employee who Gaines says is trying to adopt the now 4-year-old girl.
I will keep fighting. If I have to work 5 jobs, I will keep fighting for my granddaughter because she does not deserve what has been done to her.
Forever Families and the Attorney General would not comment on this, citing confidentiality rules. Both sides will be back here in court tomorrow to continue the fight for this little girl. In Detroit, I'm Heather Catallo, 7 Action News.